Lemon is one of the most popular superfoods around the world, but did you know that using it incorrectly can cause serious health problems? In this video, we'll reveal 10 fatal lemon mistakes that could cost you your life. These mistakes can cause cancer, heart attack, intestinal problems, liver problems, and cause kidney failure. You'll be shocked to learn that a familiar lemon can turn into a real threat. Watch to the end to learn how to protect yourself and your loved ones from these dangerous traps. This video will be extremely informative and helpful. So, if you want to become a master of your health, click like, and let's get started. Mistake 1. Regular consumption of lemon juice on an empty stomach. Risk of stomach ulcers and esophageal cancer. This mistake can cause the development of serious diseases such as stomach ulcers, gastritis, esophageal cancer, and esophagitis, inflammation of the esophagus. Lemon juice is highly acidic, which when consumed frequently without any food in the stomach, leads to aggressive effects on the mucous membrane of the stomach and esophagus. When you drink lemon juice on an empty stomach, its high acidity directly affects the mucous membrane of the stomach and esophagus. In the absence of food that could partially neutralize the acid, lemon juice can cause micro damage and irritation to the mucosa. Over time, this can lead to the development of chronic gastritis, which in turn can develop into a gastric ulcer. In addition, the damaged esophageal mucosa becomes vulnerable to further irritation and inflammation, which increases the risk of esophageal cancer. Doctors note that such chronic inflammation is one of the factors contributing to malignant transformation of esophageal cells. Consider an example from medical practice. A woman who started every morning with a cup of warm water with lemon, believing in the benefits of this ritual for weight loss and cleansing the body. After a few months, she began to complain of constant heartburn and unpleasant sensations in the stomach. After examination, the doctors diagnosed her with chronic gastritis and the initial stages of a stomach ulcer. They explained that regular exposure to acid without food caused damage to the mucous membrane of the stomach and esophagus. To avoid such severe consequences, you should avoid drinking lemon juice on an empty stomach. If you do want to drink lemon water, do it after a meal so that the food can partially neutralize the acid. It is also important to remember that any change in your diet should be moderate and considered. You can also reduce the concentration of acid by diluting lemon juice with more water or adding it to less stomach-aggressive drinks, such as herbal teas. This will help minimize the risk of irritation of the mucous membranes. Thus, regular consumption of lemon juice on an empty stomach is not just a fashionable ritual, but a potentially dangerous habit that can lead to the development of stomach ulcers, gastritis, and even esophageal cancer. To protect your health, consume lemon juice only after meals and in moderation. Your health is in your hands, and following these simple guidelines can help you avoid serious illnesses and keep your stomach and esophagus safe. Mistake 2. Using lemon juice to cleanse the liver. Risk of liver failure. This is a popular practice that many people consider safe and beneficial. However, regular use of lemon juice as a liver cleanse can become a serious health risk, leading to excessive strain on this crucial organ. As a result of this exposure, severe diseases such as hepatitis, inflammation of the biliary tract, cirrhosis, and even liver failure can develop. Lemon juice is often recommended in various diets and folk methods to cleanse the liver. This is based on its ability to stimulate bile production and support digestive processes. However, many people forget that overstimulating the liver, especially if a person already has underlying problems with this organ, can lead to the development of dangerous conditions. The liver is our body's filter through which toxins and metabolic products pass. When an extra burden is placed on the liver in the form of regular consumption of sour lemon juice, it can lead to inflammation and damage to liver cells. In the long run, this can cause the development of hepatitis, inflammation of the biliary tract, and even cirrhosis, an irreversible condition in which healthy liver cells are replaced by scar tissue. It is especially dangerous to use lemon juice for a liver cleanse for people with pre-existing liver diseases, such as fatty liver disease or hepatitis. In such cases, stimulating bile can aggravate the disease and lead to liver failure, a condition that requires immediate medical intervention and can be fatal. Consider the case of a man from the United States who, following popular recommendations, regularly consumed lemon juice to cleanse his liver. He believed that it would help him improve his health, but after several months he began to feel constant fatigue, pain in the right subcostal region, and loss of appetite. After seeing a doctor and undergoing an examination, he was diagnosed with acute hepatitis caused by excessive liver strain. Doctors noted that his condition could have developed into cirrhosis if he had continued to take lemon juice in such quantities. To avoid such dangerous consequences, it is important to realize that any intervention in the liver should be strictly controlled and coordinated with a doctor. If you have a desire to maintain liver health, opt for gentle and proven methods such as a diet rich in fruits and vegetables, moderate exercise, and avoiding alcohol. Lemon juice can be helpful in small amounts and as part of a balanced diet, but not as a standalone liver cleanser. Always remember that the health of the liver depends on a comprehensive approach, and you should not experiment with its condition, especially if you already have problems with this organ. Thus, using lemon juice for liver cleansing is a risky practice that can lead to serious diseases, including hepatitis, inflammation of the biliary tract, cirrhosis, and even liver failure. To avoid these dangerous consequences, you should not rely on folk methods and amateurism. Consultation with your doctor and a proper approach to nutrition will help keep your liver healthy and avoid catastrophic health consequences. Mistake 3. Excessive consumption of lemons when stomach acidity is high, risk of gastritis and ulcers. This mistake can lead to serious stomach problems and even cancer. Lemons, with their high acidity, are considered healthy, but their excessive consumption when stomach acidity is already high can cause the development of serious diseases such as gastritis, stomach ulcers, gastroesophageal reflux disease, GERD, and stomach cancer. Lemon juice, rich in citric acid if consumed frequently, causes irritation and inflammation of the gastric mucosa, which can lead to serious consequences. Lemons, like other citrus fruits, contain large amounts of citric acid, which can significantly increase the acidity of gastric juice. For people who suffer from hyperacidity or tend to have stomach problems, excessive consumption of lemons can be a trigger that triggers inflammation. The acid contained in lemons destroys the protective mucus layer of the stomach, leading to the development of gastritis, inflammation of the gastric mucosa, accompanied by pain and discomfort. If not addressed, gastritis can develop into a gastric ulcer, in which open wounds are formed on the walls of the stomach. This condition is extremely painful and dangerous, as the ulcer can lead to internal bleeding and gastric perforation. In the long term, constant irritation of the gastric mucosa by citric acid can contribute to the development of stomach cancer, especially in people with a predisposition to this disease. Gastroesophageal reflux disease, GERD, is another common consequence of excessive consumption of acidic foods, including lemons. This disease is characterized by the regular flow of gastric juice into the esophagus, which causes burning, heartburn, and inflammation. In particularly severe cases, GERD can lead to the development of Barrett's esophagus, a precancerous condition that increases the risk of esophageal cancer. Consider the medical case of a man who drank a glass of water with lemon juice every morning, believing it would help him improve his digestion and boost his immune system. After a few months, he began to notice constant heartburn and pain in his upper abdomen. When he went to the doctor, he learned that he had developed gastritis and the beginning signs of a stomach ulcer. The doctors warned him that if he did not stop consuming lemons in such quantities, it could lead to much more serious consequences, including stomach cancer. To avoid such dangerous consequences, it is important to consume lemons in moderation, especially if you already have problems with stomach acidity. If you suffer from gastritis, ulcers, or GERD, you should completely eliminate or significantly limit your consumption of lemons and other acidic foods. If you like lemons and do not want to give them up completely, try to dilute lemon juice with plenty of water or consume it with food to neutralize the acid and reduce its aggressive effect on the mucous membrane of the stomach. Thus, excessive consumption of lemons when you have high stomach acidity is a serious mistake that can lead to the development of gastritis, ulcers, and even stomach cancer. To protect your health, consume lemons with caution, especially if you already have stomach problems. Moderation and prudence will help you avoid serious consequences and keep your gastrointestinal tract healthy. Mistake 4. Using lemon juice in large quantities for weight loss, risk of electrolyte imbalance and kidney failure. This mistake can lead to serious kidney and heart problems. Lemon juice is often used in various weight loss diets due to its supposed cleansing properties, but excessive use can cause dangerous health consequences. When lemon juice is taken in large quantities, it can cause electrolyte imbalances and lead to dehydration, which is extremely dangerous for kidney function and can lead to kidney failure. Lemon juice contains a lot of citric acid and potassium, which if taken in excess can cause electrolyte imbalance in the body. Electrolytes such as potassium, sodium, calcium, and magnesium are essential for maintaining normal muscle, nervous system, and kidney function. When their balance is disrupted, it can lead to serious consequences, including dehydration and kidney failure. The kidneys play a key role in regulating the body's water and electrolyte balance. When excessive amounts of citric acid enter the body, the kidneys begin to work extra hard to try to excrete the excess acid and maintain normal electrolyte levels. However, with the water and electrolyte deficiencies that often accompany strict diets, the kidneys may not be able to do this, which can lead to kidney failure, a condition in which the kidneys lose their ability to filter the blood and remove waste from the body. In addition, electrolyte imbalances can cause serious heart problems. For example, overconsumption of potassium, which is found in lemons, can lead to hyperkalemia, a condition in which potassium levels in the blood become too high. This can cause abnormal heart rhythms, which in some cases can lead to cardiac arrest. Consider the case of a woman who followed a popular weight loss diet that involved consuming large amounts of lemon juice daily. She noticed quick results, but soon began complaining of constant weakness, dizziness, and lower back pain. After going to the doctor, she was diagnosed with kidney failure caused by electrolyte imbalance and dehydration. Doctors explained that her kidneys were overloaded with excessive amounts of acid and deficient in essential minerals, leading to serious dysfunction. To avoid such dangerous consequences, it is important to approach the issue of weight loss with intelligence and caution. Using lemon juice in moderate amounts as part of a balanced diet can be beneficial, but its excessive use can cause serious harm to the body. If you are looking to lose weight, it is better to seek the help of a professional nutritionist who can help you develop a safe and effective diet plan. It is also important to maintain water balance and avoid strict diets that can lead to deficiencies in vital minerals and electrolytes. Water, fresh vegetables, and fruits, rich in vitamins and minerals, should be the foundation of your diet for safe weight loss. Thus, using lemon juice in large quantities for weight loss is a dangerous mistake that can lead to electrolyte imbalance, dehydration, and kidney failure. These conditions not only disrupt the body, but can also lead to serious heart problems and even death. To stay healthy and safely achieve your weight loss goals, always choose balanced and proven methods, avoiding extreme diets and excessive consumption of acidic foods such as lemon juice. Mistake 5. Consuming lemon juice in large quantities if you have kidney disease, risk of exacerbation and kidney failure. This mistake can lead to irreversible consequences for kidney health. Lemon juice, despite its refreshing and beneficial properties, can cause serious problems, especially for people with kidney disease. Consuming lemon juice in large quantities can exacerbate chronic kidney disease and cause dangerous conditions such as urolithiasis, chronic kidney failure, and even kidney failure. Lemons contain significant amounts of oxalates, substances that can contribute to the formation of kidney stones if consumed in excess. Oxalates combine with calcium in the body to form insoluble compounds that can accumulate in the kidneys and eventually turn into stones. For people already suffering from kidney disease, such as chronic kidney failure or urolithiasis, drinking large amounts of lemon juice can make the condition much worse. Urolithiasis, caused by the formation of oxalate stones, is accompanied by excruciating pain and can lead to the development of renal colic, a condition in which the stones block the ureters, causing sharp pain and impaired urine flow. In severe cases, this can lead to kidney failure, a condition in which the kidneys stop performing their primary function of filtering blood, which requires immediate medical intervention and can be fatal. In the U.S., doctors treated a woman who, following health improvement advice, began drinking large amounts of lemon juice daily, believing it would help her detoxify her body. After a few months, she began to experience severe lower back pain and difficulty urinating. When she went to the doctor, she learned that she had developed kidney stones, and her kidney condition had deteriorated significantly. Doctors warned that if she continued to consume lemon juice in such quantities, it could lead to complete kidney failure and the need for dialysis. To avoid such dangerous consequences, people with kidney disease should consume lemon juice with caution and in moderation. If you have a tendency to form kidney stones or are already suffering from kidney failure, it is important to consult your doctor before including lemon juice in your diet. It is also important to keep your body hydrated by drinking enough water, which helps dilute urine and prevent stone formation. A balanced diet low in oxalates and adequate calcium intake will also help reduce the risk of kidney stones. Thus, drinking lemon juice in large quantities for kidney disease is a serious mistake that can lead to exacerbation of chronic diseases and even kidney failure. To keep your kidneys healthy, it is important to exercise moderation in consuming acidic foods and consult your doctor if you have kidney disease. Taking care of your body and a conscious approach to nutrition will help you avoid serious problems and keep you healthy for years to come. Mistake 6. Using lemon in large doses in chronic heart disease, risk of exacerbation and heart attack. This mistake can lead to fatal consequences for your heart. Excessive consumption of lemons, especially in the presence of chronic heart disease, can cause the development of severe conditions such as hyperkalemia, arrhythmia, myocardial infarction, and heart failure. Lemons contain a significant amount of potassium, which, if accumulated excessively in the body, can cause serious malfunctions in the cardiovascular system. Potassium is a vital mineral that plays a key role in keeping the heart and muscles functioning properly. However, excessive consumption of lemons can raise potassium levels in the body to dangerous levels, especially in people with chronic heart disease. Hyperkalemia, a condition in which potassium levels in the blood become too high, can cause heart rhythm disturbances such as arrhythmias. This condition can lead to fatal consequences, including cardiac arrest. For people who suffer from heart failure or are taking medications that affect potassium levels, excessive consumption of lemons can be especially dangerous. Potassium can disrupt the electrical activity of the heart, causing it to malfunction and eventually lead to myocardial infarction. An infarction is an acute condition in which the blood supply to the heart muscle is disrupted, which can lead to its death and disruption of the entire body. Consider the case of a man with chronic heart failure who, following popular advice about the benefits of lemons to strengthen the immune system, began regularly drinking the juice of several lemons a day. After a while, he began to experience heart palpitations and shortness of breath. After going to the doctor and having his blood tested, he was diagnosed with hyperkalemia. Doctors explained that his condition was caused by excessive consumption of lemons, which led to an increase in potassium levels and threatening heart rhythm disturbances. To avoid such dangerous consequences, people with chronic heart disease should consume lemons with caution and in moderation. If you have heart problems or are taking medications that affect potassium levels, be sure to consult your doctor before adding lemons to your diet. It is also important to monitor your body's mineral balance and avoid excessive consumption of potassium-rich foods if you are prone to hyperkalemia. Moderation and a conscious approach to diet will help you maintain a healthy heart and avoid dangerous conditions. Thus, using lemon in high doses for chronic heart disease is a mistake that can lead to hyperkalemia, arrhythmia, and myocardial infarction. These conditions are directly life-threatening and require immediate medical intervention. To protect your heart and stay healthy, consume lemons in moderation and always consider your body and your doctor's recommendations. Your health depends on your choices, and a conscious approach to nutrition is one of the most important steps to maintaining it. Mistake 7. Regularly using lemon to whiten teeth. Risk of tooth enamel destruction and gum inflammation. This mistake can be disastrous for your teeth and gums. Using lemon juice to whiten teeth is a popular but extremely dangerous practice that can erode tooth enamel and cause serious conditions such as tooth enamel erosion, tooth decay, gum inflammation, gingivitis, and periodontitis. Lemon juice, being highly acidic, affects tooth enamel, destroying its protective layer, which can eventually lead to serious tooth and gum problems. Tooth enamel is the hardest tissue in the human body that protects teeth from mechanical damage and chemical attack. However, enamel is not invulnerable, and constant exposure to acid, such as lemon juice, can gradually erode it. Acid leaches calcium and other minerals from enamel, making it more brittle and susceptible to damage. Over time, enamel erosion causes the enamel to thin and develop micro cracks through which bacteria can easily penetrate the tooth, causing tooth decay. The decay, in turn, can progress, affecting the deeper layers of the tooth and leading to the need for complex and expensive treatment. But the dangers don't end there. Lemon juice can also irritate and damage the gums, causing inflammation, gingivitis. If not addressed in time, gingivitis can progress to periodontitis, a more serious inflammatory disease that affects the tissues that support the teeth and can lead to tooth loss. The doctors consulted a young woman from the US who, inspired by the idea of whitening her teeth naturally, wiped them daily with lemon juice. She was initially happy with the result, but soon began to notice that her teeth became sensitive to hot and cold, and her gums began to bleed. After a visit to the dentist, she learned that she had developed tooth enamel erosion and the initial stages of gingivitis. The doctors explained that this was caused by the regular exposure of her teeth and gums to acid. To avoid such serious problems, never use lemon juice to whiten your teeth. Instead, consult a professional dentist who will offer you safe and effective whitening methods. If you want to keep your teeth whiter naturally, it's best to stick to regular oral hygiene, including brushing twice a day with fluoride toothpaste and flossing. If you prefer home methods, however, opt for less aggressive remedies, such as using baking soda or special whitening pastes designed to be safe to use. In summary, regularly using lemon juice to whiten your teeth is a serious mistake that can lead to the destruction of tooth enamel, tooth decay, and gum inflammation. These conditions not only degrade the appearance of your teeth, but can also cause significant oral health problems that require costly treatment. To keep your teeth and gums healthy, avoid aggressive whitening methods and always consult with professionals before using any home remedies. Mistake 8. Using lemon on damaged skin. Risk of chemical burns and skin cancer. This mistake can turn into serious problems for your skin. Applying lemon juice on damaged skin or in the presence of skin conditions can lead to serious consequences such as chemical burns, dermatitis, increased inflammation, and an increased risk of skin cancer, including melanoma. Lemon juice contains a high concentration of citric acid, which may be too aggressive for already damaged or irritated skin. Lemon juice is widely used in folk medicine and cosmetology for its brightening and cleansing properties. However, many people forget about its aggressive effects on the skin, especially if it is already damaged. When lemon juice comes into contact with wounds, burns, or inflamed skin, the acid begins to break down skin cells, causing chemical burns and aggravating inflammation. This can lead to the development of dermatitis, an inflammation of the skin accompanied by itching, redness, and flaking. In addition, regular exposure of the skin to acid, especially under ultraviolet radiation, sunlight, can significantly increase the risk of skin cancer, including its most aggressive form, melanoma. Studies show that the photosensitizing properties of lemon juice can promote mutations in skin cells when exposed to sunlight, which is a direct pathway to the development of malignant tumors. Consider the example of a young girl who decided to use lemon juice to lighten freckles and age spots. She applied the juice directly to her face and hands before going outdoors, not realizing that UV rays increase the aggressive effects of acid on the skin. A few days later, she noticed redness and severe burning in the areas where the lemon juice had been applied. As a result, she had to see a dermatologist and was diagnosed with a chemical burn. Doctors also warned her about the increased risk of developing melanoma in the future. To avoid such dangerous consequences, never apply lemon juice to damaged or inflamed skin, and avoid using lemon before going out in the sun. If you do want to use lemon for cosmetic purposes, be sure to perform the procedures in the evening and thoroughly wash the juice off your skin before going outdoors. It's best to use proven and safe beauty products formulated specifically for your skin type. If you have skin problems such as acne, dermatitis, or hyperpigmentation, consult a dermatologist who will recommend the right treatment and cosmetics that are safe for your health. Thus, using lemon on damaged skin is a serious mistake that can lead to chemical burns, dermatitis, and even skin cancer. Lemon juice, despite its beneficial properties, can be too aggressive for your skin, especially when combined with exposure to sunlight. To keep your skin healthy and avoid severe consequences, always choose safe and proven skincare methods and avoid applying lemon juice to damaged or irritated skin. Mistake 9. Using lemon juice as a preservative for products, botulism risk. This mistake can turn out to be a deadly threat to your health. Lemon juice, with its natural preservative properties, is often used to extend the shelf life of foods. However, its use as the only preservative can be extremely dangerous, as lemon juice cannot provide complete protection against the bacterium Clostridium botulinum, which can lead to the development of one of the most dangerous and deadly diseases, botulism. Clostridium botulinum is an anaerobic bacterium that can survive and multiply in low oxygen conditions, making it particularly dangerous when preserving food. The bacterium produces a toxin known as botulinum toxin, which is one of nature's most potent poisons. Even small amounts of this toxin can cause severe damage to the nervous system, causing paralysis, respiratory distress, and ultimately death. Lemon juice, although it has antibacterial properties, is unable to provide the necessary level of acidity and sterility that would prevent the development of Clostridium botulinum in foods. This is especially true for canned fruits and vegetables, which may contain spores of this bacterium. Consumption of such foods without proper treatment can lead to the development of botulism, a disease that requires immediate medical attention and is often fatal. Consider a real-life case. A family with a passion for healthy eating decided to can fruits and vegetables using lemon juice as a preservative. Shortly after consuming one of these preserves, several family members developed symptoms of botulism, including visual disturbances, muscle weakness, and difficulty breathing. Doctors on call diagnosed severe botulinum toxin poisoning. Saving their lives required emergency hospitalization and administration of an antidote. To avoid the risk of botulism, never use lemon juice as the sole preservative when home canning food. Safe canning requires the use of methods that ensure complete destruction of the bacteria and their spores. For example, when canning fruits and vegetables, be sure to sterilize jars, use vinegar, sugar, or salt in sufficient quantities, and use heat treatments such as pasteurization or autoclaving. If you are not sure about the safety of a canning method, it is better to abandon this practice or use proven recipes that guarantee protection against botulism. It is important to remember that your family's health and safety should always come first. Thus, using lemon juice as a food preservative is a dangerous mistake that can lead to the development of botulism, a deadly disease. Lemon juice does not provide the proper level of protection against Clostridium botulinum, and eating foods preserved in this way can end in tragedy. To prevent such consequences, always use proven canning methods and strictly follow safety rules. Mistake 10. Using lemon if you are allergic to citrus fruits. Risk of anaphylactic shock. This mistake can be deadly. Using lemons when you have a citrus allergy is not just a risky practice, but a potentially deadly mistake. Citrus allergies are quite common, and for people suffering from this ailment, even a small amount of lemon can cause a severe allergic reaction up to and including anaphylactic shock, a condition that requires immediate medical attention. Allergies to citrus fruits, including lemons, present with a variety of symptoms, ranging from mild, such as skin rashes and itching, to serious, such as Quincke's edema and anaphylactic shock. Anaphylactic shock is an acute allergic reaction in which there is a sudden dilation of blood vessels and a drop in blood pressure, which can lead to unconsciousness and respiratory arrest. This condition is extremely dangerous and requires immediate administration of adrenaline and other medical attention. In people who are allergic to citrus fruits, the immune system reacts to the proteins in lemons as a threat. This reaction causes the release of histamines and other chemicals that lead to inflammation and narrowing of the airways. In the most severe cases, the allergy can lead to Quincke's edema, a condition in which the lips, throat, and airways swell, posing a choking hazard. Consider the case of a woman in the US who knew she was allergic to citrus fruits, but decided to add some lemon juice to her tea, believing that such a small amount would not cause a problem. Within minutes, she developed severe hives, difficulty breathing, and felt dramatically weak. Thanks to her family's quick reaction and urgent medical attention, she escaped death. But doctors warned that making the same mistake again could cost her her life. To avoid such dangerous consequences, people with citrus allergies should completely eliminate lemons from their diet. Even minimal amounts of lemon juice can cause a serious allergic reaction. If you have an allergy, it is important to scrutinize the composition of foods and beverages, as lemon or its extracts can be present even in foods where you don't expect them. Always carry antihistamines and, if necessary, an adrenaline auto-injector, such as an EpiPen, which can be a lifesaver in the event of a sudden allergic reaction. If you accidentally consume lemon or experience the first symptoms of allergy, seek medical attention immediately. Thus, using lemon if you are allergic to citrus fruits is a dangerous mistake that can lead to anaphylactic shock and other severe allergic reactions. These conditions are directly life-threatening and require immediate intervention. To protect yourself and your loved ones, avoid eating lemons and any products containing citrus fruits if you are allergic to them. Your safety depends on your mindfulness and health awareness. Conclusion: lemons are a natural gift that can enrich your life with many health benefits. But as with everything in life, moderation is important. By exercising moderation and following these simple rules we gave at the end of each point, you can enjoy all the benefits of lemons without risking your health. Use them wisely and they will be your trusted companion on the road to health and longevity. What do you think about this? Do you agree with these statements? If there are any questions, ask them in the comments. More information on this topic can be found at the links in the description below this video and on our channel.
Subscribe and hit the bell for all notifications. Please like and share this video with your friends. Thanks to our sponsors for their support. I eagerly await your comments and encourage you to watch these useful videos.